Floyd's Mayhem Garage here. Well, the D100's in the garage because I may have broke it. Let's take a look at it. Everything's shaking. Cruising back after taking some pictures, and I think something in the driveline let go. I don't know if I've got a U-joint issue or what, but something's severely coming apart. So it's shaking something terrible, but I've got power still. So even right now, any faster than this, it just shakes something terrible. I was doing about 55, maybe 60, and it just started shaking. Felt like it was shaking the truck apart. I smelled gear oil as well for a second, but I imagine with how bad it was shaking, that may have ruined a bushing or a bearing or something, and maybe the transmission, and a seal might be leaking now. I'm not sure, but it's shaking pretty bad here. So, almost home here. Get home and take a look at what's happening here, because it is something severely falling apart. Shifting between gears, something sounds terrible under there. So, well, I might be doing some work on the Sweptline sooner than I had anticipated. I'd like to add too, don't pay attention to my temperature gauge. It's broken. So it still works, but the needle is off. So it's on the list. I bought a new one. I need to fix it, but the temperature is not accurate, so don't worry about that. Alright, so that was on my phone. I'm not sure how good that camera footage was, but made it home. I just went for a short drive down one of these county roads a ways, and I went and took some pictures because the lighting right now is beautiful. We got, it's still not very late, so we got a lot of sunlight shining through, but we got a lot of clouds. So we got some blue skies, we got lots of cloud cover, we got some dark clouds, you know, some almost rainy clouds, got some real bright clouds that way with some blue skies. So made for some awesome pictures, but yeah, something fell apart. So I wonder, just taking a peek under this thing, let's see, God, it seems like it's a drive shaft or something straight falling apart. Don't see anything drastically wrong here. Let me get this thing up and we'll get under there and kind of see if we can get a better view. Okay, at a glance, nothing looked like it was wrong. So, fired up to spin it to see if it looked like the drive shaft was wobbling. And I don't know if you can hear that over the exhaust. Let me point you down this way. I'd say that's definitely a U-joint or drive shaft or something back there. That's bad. Yeah, that's not good. That's definitely broken. And it's starting to rain now. Huh. Yeah, that's no good. So I guess looks like it's maybe together good enough. Hopefully I can drive this into the shop. I want to hopefully back it up onto those my ramps, and then I can get the front up on some jack stands, get some work under, or get some room under there to work, pull the drive shaft, and hopefully the drive shaft's good. Hopefully it's just the U-joint, but yeah, that's definitely coming apart. Get it pulled apart and see what it looks like, I guess. Well, we're up in the air here and took a glance underneath it already. So let me get my flashlight here and get down on the ground here with you. Bear with me for just a sec. Oh, stay off the ground. Alright, definitely found the problem. Repoint the camera here. There we go. we're missing a U-joint cap. So, with that being said, I've got to figure out why, but hopefully it happened a quarter mile from the house. So, I mean, I was doing, said 55, 60 probably when that came off, and I noticed it started shaking. It was maybe only 10 seconds before it. You know, because I've never had a vibration on this truck, and it started vibrating. I'm like, you know, that's kind of weird. And you know, when I turned off of one of the other roads and got on it, and it started shaking, I'm like, yeah, that's not unusual. This truck normally doesn't do that. And so I just let out of the gas and I started cruising, and then it let go and just started shaking something terrible. So, but looking at it, hopefully the seal on the pinion here is good. I certainly hope. You know, the bearings and whatnot kind of should keep all this straight, but that's definitely way off. So hopefully the rest of this is in good condition. But get this off and pull this out and try to figure out why this let go. Maybe just a bad U-joint. I mean, I know metals nowadays aren't what they used to be. So I'm hoping, I guess that's what it's going to be, but let me pull it apart and we'll figure it out. Well, drive shaft's out. So front looks good. It is old. Other than being dirty, drive shaft looks pretty good. This end is not bad. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if I put U-joints in this or not. I think I did. So, but you can see where the grease circle was on this one. Broke that off. This is the side that was, yeah, I guess it was this side. This cap came off, so this was the one that was pushing through. And so it was hitting on both this side and this side up against the pinion of the rear end. It's got a little bit of a mushroomed edge, but I think I can file it out. But as well, that means some of it's going to be, what am I trying to say? Missing where the C-clip of these fit. And of course, this is the other side. Since it was so loose, all the bearings, needle bearings are gone. C-clip's still there. It's actually partially broken, it looks like, unless it didn't go all the way around in the first place, but it's almost halfway around. And of course, that was all busted up and broken, but yeah. So as long as that C-clip holds in there, I shouldn't have to change the pinion yoke, but I guess I'll just put it in, see how it does. And I don't think, because like I said, it's mushroomed over a little bit, got a little bit of basically a rough edge I got to file off, since this was kind of hammering against it. So I don't know, it almost acts like the C-clip of the U-joint just failed. So not entirely sure, but I'll put a new U-joint in it and keep an eye on it and see what it does from there. But yeah, I think, of course it's this evening, parts stores are already closed, so I'll have to get some parts tomorrow, some U-joints. I think I'll get this one pulled out, take that with me, and hopefully get that fixed. But yeah, I think I'll run it that way. That was pretty interesting though. It just started shaking something terrible. So I'll get some U-joints tomorrow, get this back in. I guess if anything dramatic happens, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I think that'll finish up this video. Well, I guess I lied. That was not the end of my U-joint video. Got the U-joint changed, I guess it was 2 days ago now. And finally got to drive it, and I now have a really bad clutch chatter while driving this, which it did not have before. So doing some inspecting and reading mainly, reading some of the causes, which the way this thing was shaking when that U-joint let loose, I figured it shook something apart or perhaps broke something, and sure enough, let me get you in here, check out the bell housing here. If you can see that shiny silver part there at the bottom that runs up the top, I cracked the bell housing on this thing. So that changes up some ideas with this. So Sweptline's currently out of commission, and yeah, it still moves. It's rough to drive with the chatter, but yeah. So that's going to change up some future plans with this thing. I'll probably do a follow-up video with this now, kind of discussing plans and ideas. So I've been buying parts for a transmission swap anyways, but with the way I've dropped this body on here and different frame and how tight everything is, especially motor to kind of the firewall and whatnot, it's gonna be quite the swap. So I might end up doing quite a bit more work, as in pulling this truck quite a bit apart, but we'll have to discuss that some more in detail in probably a future video. But as of now, she's broken and she's done. So we'll see in a next video, I guess. Future video, upcoming video, one of them. So take it easy, guys.